Hello and welcome to this new episode of Continuum Gaming, and in this episode we are going to talk about a small little app for Sailfish OS which is called ByteShark. And ByteShark is more or less a small little app that will help you to safely delete files from your system. So what is this all about? In the end, if you delete a file from any kind of saving mechanism, don't know, some kind of an SD card, or you are deleting it from a hard drive or whatever, anything, the file itself stays where it is till it's overwritten, okay? So in the end, all that is happening in most situations, if you're not doing any kind of special measures or whatever, is going to be that the file is deleted from the registry. So nobody knows anymore that it's there because there is no real chapter list or whatever you want to call that, where there is an information about that there is a file. But the problem with all of this is that, for instance, some kind of programs, there are a couple of free ones which you can use to try to recover stuff, recovery file programs, for instance. And of course, some people out there, like companies which are specialized for data recovery and stuff like that, can still get these files back. And yeah, that's for a couple of different reasons not that important if, for instance, you have a decrypted or encrypted, better to say encrypted file, or an encrypted data system in the end, which Sailfish OS by itself is already, so you don't have to worry too much about it. But still, if it's no longer there, that's better than it just being encrypted, and you could decrypt it with some kind of technology, okay? And yeah, in the end, of course, not everything has to be deleted this way. It's really only for a couple of really important things. For instance, I don't know, if you have your bank data saved on a smartphone and you want to give the smartphone to somebody else, maybe it's not enough to just clear your space there and do it like that, but you might want to, for instance, delete a PDF file or whatever you're using, where you are storing this kind of stuff. And yeah, this is the right app for exactly that then. So, how to get it? It's pretty easy. I'm going to show you everything on my Sailfish empowered Xperia 10 Mark III in this case. And all you really have to do is you are going to go to your open repository. In this case, it's called Storeman. You can go to the web interface too if you want to use that one. You will see everything on the big screen, what I'm doing on the small screen here, again, as always. And there is going to be a little bit of a delay, but in general, it's going to be good enough. And yeah, in the end, if I'm just going to go to my Storeman app here, and you can just download it from there. If you go in here, go to search in the upper menu there. And if you go in that, then you can just search for ByteShark. And if you do that, you will find this small little app there. And if you just go into that, you can, of course, read everything here and see what's going on and why you should use this and what really is a good way to do all this. But in the end, just go to the upper menu here. You can, in this case, of course, I already have installed it, but in your case, it would be the repository you will have to add there. And after that, you can go to this menu again and just click on install and it should be there, okay? So first off, we installed it. So for me, of course, it's already there, but you can find it at the bottom here. And if you click on that one, then the app itself will start. The app itself is not going to do all the heavy lifting of the I don't know, many different files which you have on your file system. It's not going to help you with just in any kind of app deleting it this way. It's just going to do the stuff you really want to be deleted this way for you, okay? So first off, no file selected. So first off, you will have to create or select files you want to delete like this. You can go with folders. So if you want to delete whole folders, that's fine. And you can go with add files to get just single files in there. So first off, we are just going to collect all these together. So in the end, just go to your stuff you want to delete stuff from. For instance, in this folder, I'm just going to get rid of, let's say, this and this and this. So 3 images, doesn't really matter. I think it's from a game or something. I'm not going to bother with it anymore. And like that, we can just get these 2 or 3 files in this case ready to be deleted. They are not going to be deleted by this, okay? So just go with this, just take them over. You will have to click a couple of times and then they are going to be listed here. They are not yet deleted, they are still there. Additional, if you want to add more, you can just go in and add other stuff too. For instance, now a folder or a file or whatever you want to do there. And after that, you will be able to delete everything that is in the list here now, right? So if you want to clear the list, just go to the down menu, because in some situations in the apps you already see this small little indicator, which is this bar, this colored bar of your highlight color at the bottom or at the top, depending on where it's placed. And like that, you can just swipe down or in the other direction, more or less, to get to this menu. And if you did that, then you can just go and shred them, okay? So first off, just go up here, and there is this option now to do it. If you click on that, then you are getting this timer. The timer is just normal. It's more or less like, do you really want to do that stuff? And he is going to ask you confirmation, more or less, with this, without you really asking to click anything. That's pretty normal in Sailfish OS for the, more or less confirmation dialogues or whatever. And after that, if you do that, let's do that, just wait for a couple of seconds. And if you didn't kill it there, then the shredding will be happening and it was already successful. So what did the software do now? It deleted the files. It checked where the files were placed on the hard drives or whatever you are going to use there. In this case, of course, it's a flash memory, but depending on what you are using. And then he is going to just delete them from the folder structure, folder list, more or less, or the file list where they are stored, more or less, in a way that they can easily be accessed again. And after that, he's going to overwrite every single sector that is more or less saved on the disk there to get rid of that. If you do that, it's close to impossible to get these files back, okay? So even a data recovery company or whatever shouldn't be able to get these away or again. And if you just want to have a look what is going on there and why, you can read it here again. But it's a really, really nice small little app which will help you to really get rid of data you don't want anybody else to see anymore, at least. And yeah, this is more or less all I wanted to show you in this episode. So it's a pretty small little app, not too much to see in there, but very, very powerful if you really need it. In some situations, for instance, if you are in a company environment, some of the files you're using might have to be deleted like this, because otherwise you are not able to fulfill audit requirements and stuff like that, depending on what you are doing. That might be something you really, really need. And so this app is going to help you very, very much with it. Okay, and other than that, if you have any kind of questions, comments, whatever, put them down below into the commentary section, of course. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you didn't subscribe to the channel till now, do that now. The button is down below too, and it's free, of course, and it will help us to more or less spread the word around about Sailfish OS and stuff like that. And I highly recommend you to do that. Other than that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, see you around, and bye-bye.